So good morning. Here's this is going to be our Monday morning magic stream today
Very
because
much last minute pop up.
yeah, but I'm going to be busy this evening, so figured this would be a way to go. Yesterday,
Nobody's in yet, but that's fine. You can still.
this past week has been the release of Tarkir Dragonstorm, and we got a bundle. We got some collector boosters and a handful of about 5 more regular play boosters aside from what came in the bundle. So with low mid 20s ish total packs and the basic lands that came in the bundle, I was able to put together a couple decks. Didn't have enough lands to do commander decks, didn't have enough card variety to do commander decks, so I was stuck with 60 card decks, which I'm more familiar with anyways. But I themed them around the 2 legendary spirit dragons that we pulled. These actually both came out of the same collector booster, which was interesting. And they cover all the colors between the 2 of them. So, I built a deck for each. One's a 60 card deck. That would be Tival. Nerev, I let go up to 62. Tried to keep it close. Had to work with what we had for lands. And there's a few cards that I thought I just wanted to get more variety into the deck, basically. But that deck, I think, there's a couple of 4-ofs in some of these decks. Not a lot. Usually the cards are sort of 1 to 2 copies, because that's what I had. So there should be a lot of variety. The Nerev deck has more of the dragons. There's not as many dragons in Tival, but there's still some. This one was from a commander deck. We got 1 or 2 cards that were also from that commander deck or that matched the theme well. So this one is a more theme-based deck, whereas Nerev is more just sort of aggressive, pump out the dragons, lots of dragons type deck. So it's got more of the Omen dragons as well, I believe. So get to try out those. I haven't played with Omens or any mechanics like that before, where you've got alternate modes. So that'll be interesting to try. We've had some interesting luck with the packs we pulled. I ended up not running certain cards because they're definitely more build around and not as conducive to this format. But I think this will be a good chance to test out some of the new cards and see how they run. So, did you have a preference between lots of dragons or more on theme, or just the colors involved?
I don't know. Which one do you think I'll like more?
I don't know. We can always play one with each and then swap.
Yes. I'm just sharing out the stream right now, so because we have a few people watching. Who knows?
So yeah,
how long the list?
Each of these decks has about half basic land and half the multi-lands that were in there at common and uncommon that come into play tapped or whatever. A couple of other rare lands. Didn't get any of the fetch lands anywhere, but we did get a couple of the other rare ones that have alternate abilities. And they're not all perfectly on brand, but I want to show you a little bit of what's in the deck, but I can't from this camera angle.
Sorry.
Can I just grab it?
Yeah, you can. Just I'm gonna alter it.
Doot.
Sorry for the
spin down.
We will get better eventually. We just need some help.
Alright, so for the Tival deck, the balance scale, it's got this ability. It's got the milling ability, but also whenever 1 or more cards leave your graveyard, create a 2/2 black zombie druid token. There's a few cards in the deck that sort of run with that theme. So we've got a Dispelling Exhale.
You didn't update the decks with the stuff we pulled last night for our show?
No, I didn't update the decks at all. I built these decks, was it Saturday? I don't remember. Over the weekend anyways. With just the stuff we had. Tried to make them be as functional as they could, using only the cards that we've pulled from this set. Opulent Balance. We got 2 of these. Now, hello, John. John, thanks for coming. But yeah, there were a few cards we got, like these, which were double-sided. And since I play usually for casual, fun decks like this, just in penny sleeves, those double-sided cards aren't really usable very much, so I had to avoid them. The skimmer looks playable. I got a couple of these herd heirlooms. They went into this deck.
All right, I've shared it out.
And just to give an idea, a couple of tricks. Yeah, here's another.
John, it's Juan, not John.
Juan. Sorry. Yeah, we got a couple of mythics. I tried to use as many of the Dragon Shadowlands as possible just because I like the looks of them too. Yeah, we got some mana fixing. It's a heavy multicolor set that's designed largely for a draft and sealed experience too. I don't like how much text is on a lot of modern cards. You don't get very much that's vanilla, but there you go. So that's a little sort of an idea. I got a Teval's Judgment in there. Keeps the theme up as well. So that's the Teval deck. And then for Naive, you got Sonic Shrieker. So this one's got just a lot more big dragons. So it's trying to get them out in a hurry. Thunder of Unity, Quarry Monastery. I think this deck is going to rely more on the Omen stuff to keep it going until it can start dropping dragons. But then it'll have lots of dragons to drop. I got the Quarry Steel Cutter. There's 2 of those in here. Sonic Shrieker, Sharkan. It's been a while. I remember him as a Planeswalker. Sarkhan, right. This is one of the things that I had trouble for the 62. I wanted to work in a couple of these, and figuring out what to cut to get them in was tricky. But since this deck has the most dragons, I wanted to test those out. Again, more dragons. Our 1 Voice of Victory we pulled. I've heard that's a very strong card, and I can see why in some ways. I want to try this out. This looks interesting too. It might mess with my 1-drops, but by that point I'm hoping they won't be as big a deal. There's not many copies anyway. Like I said, there's only 1 or 2 copies of most cards. There's a few exceptions to that. Anyway, so there's an idea what the decks I put together. So do you got a preference which one you want to try running?
I just want one that I can play and won't be able to get, like, not, get stuck on whatever. I don't know. I want to be able to play.
Yeah, well, they both should play. The Naive is probably a little bit more straightforward and less triggers and stuff to worry about. But I could be wrong on that. It's sort of more hasty, attacky with dragons, whereas the Teval deck has got more tricks up its sleeve.
I don't know. Just pick whichever one you think I'll like.
I don't know. Why don't you take that one? I'll take the one that has the more triggers to worry about.
So, shuffled?
Yes. Well, they're distributed, so give it a quick shuffle, but the land is all broken up. It's not all in clumps.
Alright. Alright, people. Let's see if we can beat Papa Spokat with his new decks he built. There's trying to give you as much of a view as possible.
It's been a while since I've been in the deck building business. I meant to do something like this with the Tales of Middle-earth cards, but I never got around to it yet. And to be honest, the amount we have of that is quite different now, whereas this I'm constrained with what we opened, very much so, and the amount of basic land we had to work with and whatnot. That wouldn't be exactly the case with the Lord of the Rings, just because we did open a lot more of that set, and I could be a lot more picky with.
I hope everyone who's watching is having a good day. I'm using the pretty new dice that came in this box set. So it's my dice. I'm so pretty.
So I want to roll it and see who starts. Highest roll starts. You roll the 20. So that's yep, you win.
This dice is meant for me.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards to start.
Ooh. Uh. Okay. So I go first. I don't get an extra pick, or do I?
No, you don't draw on the first turn.
This is,
If you start.
okay. There's a mountain. I don't know if this is a good idea.
Alright.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I'll start off by Are you done, or sorry?
Well, I'm just looking. I think I'm done, but I don't think there's anything else I can do. You may go. I probably should have played the other land first, though.
I'll play. Well, I'll get to draw, but then I'll play an opulent palace either way. That comes into play tapped, but can give me all my colors. And then it's your turn.
Okay. Ooh, interesting. All right, so I've got this land. Enters tapped. When this land enters, you gain 1 life. And tap, add whatever. So.
Okay, so you go up to 21, I guess.
Yep. I like that land. That's kind of cool. And I still can't do anything because that land is now tied up, tapped.
Right.
All right, you may go.
Right. Untap that. Draw a card. Alright, I'll play an Evolving Wilds. I will tap and sacrifice it to go get a basic land card and put that onto the battlefield tapped.
We have 3 people watching. Well, thank you, 3 people watching, even if one is myself. I appreciate you.
Yeah, it's nice.
People can rewatch later, too.
Honestly, this is just, we're sharing, but this is as much testing out the new cards for myself as anything else. I think there's some neat cards in here that I'm anxious to see what they do. So I'll go get the forest. I don't think I've got anything else I can do this turn, but I'll just take a quick look. Yeah. Your turn.
Okay. Okay. All right, so looking to see what I can do. I guess I will just tap these 2 and throw out this guy.
Okay, so that creature has haste.
Does that mean I can attack this turn?
It does.
Okay, well then I may as well attack you. Do I tap him for that, or?
Yeah.
Since you have nothing.
Yeah, so I take 2.
I need more land. I mean, I've got lots of land. I might have shuffled this too good.
My turn?
Yep.
Alright, I'll tap. I'll draw. That could be handy. I'll bring out a Great Arishan City, which comes into play untapped because I have a forest in play now.
Okay.
And I'm going to need something to do with that goblin. So I'll blacken another, and I'll bring out Sidrus, Regent of the Mire.
Okay.
So a 1/3 creature.
My turn.
Your turn.
Ugh. All right. I'm going to let you go because I can't do anything right now. And there's no point attacking. So.
All right, we'll play another forest.
Ooh, if you guys want to see what we pulled in our packs that have not been revealed yet in our short streams or short videos.
It was just a couple of packs. It wasn't a lot.
Yeah, there's 2 more packs that we haven't put up in our shorts. You got to be a member because members get first access. We got a pretty good pack that we opened last night.
Yeah. Let's see here. What can I try? I'm gonna try to. Oh, I keep changing my mind here. Well, let's pay 3, and I will try this as a sorcery. I will play Dynamic Soar, the Omen.
Okay.
So put 3 +1/+1 counters on a creature you control. So 1, 2, 3. This guy gets a lot bigger.
How big is it?
It's 1, 3, but with these it becomes 4, 6.
Okay.
And then I shuffle this back into my deck because it's an Omen thing.
Good morning, Kevin. I hope you're having a good day.
I kind of like that a lot of those dragons in this set have something you can do with them earlier in the game, so yeah, now I will attack you with my 4 for 4 damage.
Okay.
Its ability is an activated ability, so that doesn't really matter in this case.
I am going to play this guy.
What's this? As an additional cost to cast this spell, you may behold a dragon. Do you have a dragon to reveal from your hand?
Yes, there's a dragon.
Okay. It deals 5 damage to target attacking or blocking creature, and if a dragon was beheld, you gain 2 life.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, I will also block with him.
Okay. So they'll kill each other, and with the extra damage from that, you'll kill my creature.
Yep.
Okay, and you gain 2 life.
Yep, already did that.
And both our creatures are dead.
I'm okay with that. I had to deal with that now.
Fair enough. Your turn.
I'm like, do it. Do it. All right. Ooh, there we go. Ooh.
At least you've got one of each of your colors.
Okay, the problem is I've got this out here now, but this doesn't count as a plains,
This land enters tapped unless you control a plains or an island. Nope.
So that doesn't count.
So you got a mountain, but you don't have a plains or an island, so this comes out tapped.
All right, well, that's what I can do this turn.
It's still a land for next turn, at least.
Yep. You may go. I'm glad you've had a good day so far. We usually do our Monday streams at night, but because he's going to be in the city with Lucas, we're doing it earlier in the day. Brinley took an early nap, so we're taking advantage of that.
Yeah, might as well. Okay. A little awkward.
You got a lot of land, though. So
I do have a lot of land. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of blue, which is kind of what I need for the things in my hand. Anyway, so your turn.
Alrighty. Okay, I guess I gotta. Okay. Now, do I have something I can play? I do. All right, the question is which one? Well, I will play this guy. Discard up to 2 cards, then draw that many cards. Oh, I gotta discard cards.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. Exile a card at random from your graveyard. You may play that card this turn. Ooh. So I got to discard 2 cards. And then
discard up to 2 cards. So you can choose to only discard 0 or 1 if you want. And then draw however many cards you discard.
And exile 1 at random, and I can play that card this turn.
Whenever it attacks, if there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard, exile a card at random from your graveyard.
Never
and you
mind.
may play that card this turn.
Okay. So I have to
You have to discard up to 2. So it's
Okay.
up to, so you get to pick how many.
So I could do 0.
You could do 0, but then you don't get to draw any cards.
Oh, you're
But
right.
if there's any card that you want to,
But then I have a chance at
drawing a replacement, perhaps another land or whatever,
yeah.
you know.
So which one? I guess I got 2 of these guys. I could probably discard one of those. Which other one would I want? I guess probably I'll just discard that one because I don't know. And then I can draw 2 cards. But I already played my land this turn, right? Or did I? Oh, no, I didn't.
You didn't.
So I could still put a land out.
You could.
Did I? Oh, I played this card this turn.
Yes.
All right, so...
And it has haste, so you could even attack with it this turn if you want.
And I gain another life.
Yep.
Yeah, but I feel like you got some kind of tricks going on, but I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Ugh. But if... But I remember you said you didn't have much blue, but it doesn't mean you don't have an instinct you can play to stop my attack or destroy my card. I don't know what to do. What would you do? Would you hold off knowing that you have lots of tricks in your possible?
I don't know. I'd attack. I see an opening. I'd go for it.
You will. Go for the kill. Yeah, I've done that before, and I suppose I will attack then. So be it. I feel like it's a bad idea.
I take another 3.
Oh, well. There we go.
Salem's complaining.
All right, you
My turn.
can talk a little bit while I
draw.
look it.
Okay. This is interesting.
Come on, outside. Go, leave it. Ah.
So I'll tap a green and a black, and I'll bring out something that'll help with my color fixing. A Sultani Devotee. Nice little 2-drop with Death Touch and some color filtering.
Hello, Young Brain. How are you doing? My turn yet?
Yes.
Okay, hold on a second. Alrighty. What do I do? What does this do?
It's a 2/1 creature with Death Touch, so if it deals combat damage to a creature, that creature dies at the end of the combat. And I can pay 1 to add any of my 3 colors, and I can only do that once each turn. So once per turn, I can get one of the colors I'm missing if I'm short something from it.
Okay. Well, I am going to... I don't know if this is the best idea, but I'm going to play this.
Target opponent exiles a creature they control
And their graveyard.
and their graveyard.
Probably not the best time to play this, but Death Touch, go away. You can't counter that. You gotta get rid of this guy and your graveyard.
Why can't I counter this?
Why can't...
I've got blue.
No.
Counters. Unless you pay an extra 4 with Behold the Dragon.
Extra 4. Why are you showing that dragon for?
Because it's got Behold a Dragon. And if I
Okay.
don't show you a dragon, then you can stop this by paying 2. But if I show you a dragon, you have to pay 4 to stop it.
You mean 4 life?
4 mana. Which you don't have.
No, I don't want to do that.
But you would have had the 2, so that's why I showed you the dragon for Behold a Dragon. To counter unless you pay 4.
So that was not...
So,
I wasted my card and...
well, you pulled out my counter spell.
You suck. And probably don't want to do this run right now because... Ugh. Don't think I can do anything else because my land's all... You may go.
Okay.
You may go. See, I thought I could play that without you attacking me.
I'll play another
Or
swamp.
stopping it. But I'm not... See, I like Harry Potter. Harry Potter's easier game to play.
A lot of blue, a green, and 3 black. Filter one of the black into a second blue, and play the Ambling Stormshell Big Turtle.
Oh, yay.
Big butt turtle.
Yay. My turn?
No.
Yeah, it is. It's my turn.
Whenever this creature attacks with his whenever you cast a turtle spell, attack this creature. I'm going to attack you with my Devotee.
I will take it.
So for 2.
I was at 4, right? Yeah, 14. I was at 14. My turn.
You were at 24, so now you're at 22, yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Ooh, why didn't I play this one sooner? I didn't realize it could have. Yeah. I need something to stop your thing. Okay, well, I'm going to play 1, 2, 3. Wait, what does this do?
It's a land that taps for red, or you can pay 4 and tap it to exile the top card of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play that card.
Wouldn't that be... Oh, the top card of my... That's that one, right?
No, of your library.
Oh, library.
So it's a random card. You don't know what it's going to be, generally speaking. But say you didn't get a land drop, you could do that, and maybe it's a land. Or say you have lots of land out, you could do that, and if you're running out of cards to play, it's another card you could play. It's a land that gives red, but in the late game, it could give you some extra advantage. Similar to this one here, except this one's black, has a little cheaper to use, and I can exile creature cards from my graveyard to create 1/1 white spirit creature tokens. So I can make token creatures.
Or do I just bring a giant creature out? Well, not a giant as yours, but... Ugh, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I see a giant creature. It's intimidating.
It's a turtle. Storm shell.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna just bring in a giant dragon. When this creature enters, it deals 2 damage to any target, and you gain 2 life. If a player is dealt damage this way, then they discard a card. I feel like I want to get rid of your death touch, but also, I don't know. I could just attack, go for you, because you don't have any way to gain life, do you?
There's not as much in this deck. I don't know if there's none.
You know what? I'm gonna just do damage to that guy. I'm gonna get rid of him, and then I gain 2 life. Take the damage. And discard a card.
It's only if you deal the damage to me that it makes me discard a card.
Oh, well, I didn't realize that.
I'm going to play Snakeskin Veil.
You're not allowed. You can't stop it.
Which makes this guy cannot be the target. So you have to pick something other than him, and it puts a +1/+1 counter.
But I already made it the target. How do you do that after the fact?
That's sort of... See, timing rules in this game are interesting. Maybe the ability fizzles that way. That's how I would assume it went, but because I don't know, I'll just let you pick a different target.
Obviously, it's got to be you then, because why do damage to that guy?
Okay, so I take 2, and I have to discard a card. Not liking this much, but...
And I gain 2. I don't like that rule.
Ooh, this is making me make choices now. Maybe I should have just let it die.
Maybe you should have.
Maybe I should have. Because now I've got... I want to get rid of what or that. I think I'll get rid of this, which is a little bit unfortunate since that is a 4/4 flyer, which could fight your 4/4 flyer, technically. But, got anything else? No? Okay.
No, I attack you, you kill it. So you block and you kill it. So there's no point in me blocking or attacking with this guy.
Right. So my turn. Draw. Oh, interesting. Huh. Okay. Well. Okay. I'm going to attack with both. So when the Storm Shell attacks, this had a +1/+1 counter on it from the other thing. So this is now dealing 3 damage, by the way. Still death touchy. When this attacks, put 3 stun counters on it. I'll put the big dice so that it's a little different looking.
What does that mean?
If it would untap, if I would untap it, stinking rules. At the start of your turn, is it just whenever it would untap, or is it at the start of your turn with stun counters? Oh man, rules. I need clarification. Maybe someone in chat knows. Stun counters is whenever it untaps, or just when it untaps at the start of your turn. You take off a stun counter instead. So you have to get rid of the stun counters before it untaps, ordinarily. One way or the other. I'm just not sure which way it is, but at this point it doesn't matter yet.
You should have,
And I get to draw 3 cards. And whenever you cast a triple spell, it would untap it. So that must circumvent the stun counters, I would think.
I don't know.
So I get to draw 3. 1, 2.
I don't remember. It's been 2 decades since I played, says Kevin Klinger.
Fair enough.
Klinger. 7. I'm just giving you a new name.
So,
I don't know what to do. Because I feel like I should try and block something. I don't know if you can stop my blocking. Why is all your land on... Oh, you didn't play anything this turn.
right.
That has me nervous because I feel like you could stop my...
So I'm attacking you for 8 if you're just taking it. You could choose to block. It's up to you.
If I block that one, then I can kill that one, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll block it with this one. Don't do anything. Don't you dare undo what I'm doing. I will block that one with this one because I want it gone.
So those two will kill each other. And you're taking the turtle?
Yeah,
For
I'll
5.
take the turtle.
So you're down to 19.
So be it. My turn?
Not yet.
Oh, come on! I like it when you can end, like usually the attack ends things. That's how it should be.
I will play a Sultari Monument. When it enters, search your library for a basic island, forest, or swamp, and reveal it and put it into your hand, and then shuffle. Search first, then shuffle. Right. Island. Where's an island? There's an island. Put it into my hand and shuffle. I will then play said island.
Didn't you already play land this turn?
No.
It's my turn now.
No. Trying to decide what to play next. I will play an Essence Anchor. So at the beginning of my upkeep, I can surveil 1, and I can tap it to make a 2/2 zombie token.
What does that mean?
During my turn, only if a card left your graveyard this turn.
What does that mean?
So at the beginning of my upkeep, I look at the top card of my library, and I can put it into my graveyard.
Okay. Is it my turn now?
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, sorry. I didn't even see what that was. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I did not play. Okay, I'm gonna play this. It's an enchant saga. You draw 2 cards. You lose 2 life. Is I guess the first level.
Yeah, that's the first turn it's out, and the second and third turn you do the other thing.
Okay. So I don't know the best place to put this.
I just sort of off to the side.
Okay. So I can draw 2 cards?
And lose 2 life.
Yeah. That's fine. I need to do something here. Hopefully, hey, there we go. I don't, at least it's, hold a second. All right. So I thought I had 6 cards. Apparently I don't. But I've got this guy here. Choose a land. Tap. When this land enters, you may gain 1 life. And this might be. All right, I'll Attack. Does it tap to attack because it's flying?
If it doesn't have vigilance, anything taps to attack.
Okay,
so.
well then I guess I'll attack you for.
All right.
No way!
Another.
How can you counter that?
Destroy target creature with flying.
You suck. I dislike you very much now. I don't like you anymore. I can't do anything else. Go.
Alright. And top. Whoops. I take a stun counter off my turtle. I draw. No, before I draw. No. Draw before upkeep. So I draw. Then I look at the top card and I can choose to put it into my graveyard.
Should I forfeit now? I don't know.
I'll leave that there.
My turn?
No. I'm going to tap a green and a blue.
Oh, the dog wants in. Come on. Hey, you bark to come in, get in the house.
There you go. Obstinate dog.
He was gonna turn away. I'm like, I don't freaking think so.
Anyway, I'm playing one of my little birdies here. With my 2 mana, I'm bringing out Kishla's Skimmer. It's a 2/2 flying, and whenever a card leaves your graveyard during your turn, draw a card. That ability only triggers once each turn.
My turn? Yes.
No.
I don't like how long it takes you to play. I
Sorry.
like faster paced playing.
I'm going to play the stories. I get to draw 3 cards and then discard 2 cards unless I discard a creature. So I draw 1, 2, 3.
I don't like you right now.
And then
I don't understand what all these things mean on these cards.
I'll discard a creature card, so I'll have to discard 1.
Like, what does flush out mean?
Flush out?
Yes.
It doesn't have an explanation?
It says flush out, and it has like a 1 and then a fire land. And then under it says sorcery omen.
Oh, it's an omen ability on a dragon. So it's either a sorcery or an instant, basically. And you can play that instead of casting the dragon. You can play it just sort of as a mini sorcery or instant, and then it shuffles into your deck instead of going to your graveyard.
Oh, okay. Now can I go?
So it's 2 modes on the card, basically.
Oh, come on, don't tell me you can do something else. You have like 2 land left.
I'm just checking if there's anything else I can do. I don't think there is.
See, this is why I don't like playing. Because you drag everything
it's your
out.
turn.
But it will cost you 1 time fire to do it. Yeah. Okay, my turn. My turn. I didn't mean to pick that up like that. All right. Let's do something here.
1 time fire. I'm not familiar with time fire. Is that as? See, this is the thing. There's rules in some of these sets that aren't really on the cards. Like in the Lord of the Rings set, there was the ring tempts you. Well, what's the ring if you haven't played the One Ring? I don't even know at first until you find a little rule card. I didn't see any little rule cards in this, so if there's an alternate side thing going on, I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm going. Oh, I forgot to untap everything. I forgot to untap everything. All right. So, what does this do? Okay. Whenever a creature control enters this turn, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. All right, got it. We're going to play one this and now do this one.
Sarkhan.
Yep. When Sarkhan enters, you may behold a dragon. If you do, create a treasure token. Whenever a dragon you control enters, put a 1+1 counter. Yep. All right. So here's the dragon.
Okay. Here's a treasure token.
Mm-hmm. So do these count as this counts as a creature?
No, it's a treasure.
Oh, well.
That one actually says what it does on it. This
Sacrifice a token, add 1 mana of any color. Oh, so I could do that to play
something, yes.
Play something else. Cool.
It's just an artifact that sits there. Basically a lotus petal, if you remember that old
But
card.
this one makes you take a damage.
And you gain a life, yeah.
And I gain life, so. There we go. Hey, Void. How's it going? All right, so I've got, what, 4 lands left?
Looks like. And your treasure token.
All right. Well. No. I can, so, I don't know what to do. I feel like it might be a little too late for this one. Is it too late to play this one? I can't put another creature out if I play this, I don't think. Well, I might be able to. Another thing.
It taps for mana, so there's
3,
that.
no, because this one gives me...
I mean, it could. Its other abilities.
Well, I've got 4 here.
Whenever you play a dragon, when that's in play, it gets a +1/+1 counter.
Yeah.
So, it could be worth putting that out before you play dragons.
Yeah, no worries.
So
No worries, Void. You got to take care of yourself. Hey, Dragon Fang Dan. I'm just trying to think what I should do here. Ugh. I don't know what to do. Can I ask your advice and just you ignore everything in my hand? Because I don't know. I'm sorry.
I guess you can.
Because I got these. I probably should have played this earlier.
If you could. You've got your big spirit dragon there.
Yeah.
You've got this guy who has flying and haste, so it could attack the turn it comes down.
Yeah.
You could play either of those two. If this one's out, it makes your other cards more threatening. And yeah, this makes things bigger. If you play that for 3, then you've only got... yeah, you could have...
Mama spoke at you's phone a friend. Yeah, well, I'm still... He knows these decks. I don't.
Well, barely.
Like, yeah, I know, but I don't know what... I'm not... I stopped playing him because he was ruthless when playing.
That's not haste.
So, I'm playing the white card.
This is a death touch creature with mobilize X.
And you
that
can't
could be pretty nasty.
You can't make any decisions knowing what's in my hand.
I mean, you can play this and then one of these two.
I can play them both? Because that's a 3.
You put because this costs 3.
Yeah.
But then you can tap it for 1.
Oh.
And use your treasure and the other lands to play something else for 3. Or you could drop one of your big dragons.
Okay, well...
one of which has haste. The other one will buff your stuff in the future.
Let's do this one and then tap it for whatever.
Okay, so you gotta pick 3 lands to cast it.
Okay, well, doesn't matter. Can I just tap everything and play?
It depends what you're gonna cast next and what colors you need.
Which one did you say I can play?
Anything that costs 3.
Anything that costs 3. That would be this one. That's my only one I have that costs 3.
Or that one.
That costs 3, but it says 2 fire, 2...
2 colorless or a fire, 2 colorless or a white, 2 colorless or a black. So if you have one of each, it costs 3.
I think this one sounds cooler because it could... And then this is sacrifice.
Yes,
yeah.
so that's gone.
Okay. So everything just gets tapped, right? So everything's tapped.
Right.
And because I brought another creature in, this does damage to you again.
Yes,
and I get another life.
Gain a life.
Cool. All right. So, and I don't attack. Whenever a dragon you control enters, and that's not a dragon. All
No.
right. So
Put a +1/+1 counter on Sark.
I can't. Well, I could attack with this, but there's probably no point to, right?
So yeah, it doesn't have haste, so on its own. Sarkhan doesn't have haste on its own, so
Yeah.
you just played it this turn, it can't attack.
Oh, I did play this one this turn, didn't I? Okay. I guess that means it's your turn.
Okay, so you're gearing up for something big. My turn.
I'm just playing stuff.
Yeah.
If I realize, see, all these things where you can tap things.
So I draw, and then I look at the top card and decide whether I want to put it in my graveyard. It's a forest.
How did I get the token in again? I was playing something, right? Was I playing something?
Why not? I can go to the graveyard. This didn't untap.
No.
It gets a
Each
counter
dragon.
off.
Okay.
So it's down to 1 stun counter. Excuse me. I could play that, but then I can't use this other ability, I don't think.
Tom was off when got the treasure. Tom was off when got the treasure? What does that mean?
I can't see what you're talking about.
Just comment. No, how did I get this token again? Do you remember? I can't remember.
Sharkan made it when you beheld the dragon when he came into play.
Oh, okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay, I think this is just gearing up more and more. I will play a black. Oops. Yeah, blue, green.
That's what you're playing?
Yeah. And another black to play it.
Okay.
So putting out this dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. Okay, I did that wrong. That's okay. I will pay a blue, and I'll tap and lock down your Avenger of the Fallen.
What does that mean?
It taps. It doesn't untap during your turn normally, but you can pay 5 to untap it if you want.
I have nothing.
Well, you can pay 5 to untap it any time if you want. So eventually or whatever.
Okay. Oh, you mean life?
Yes, life.
Okay. Can I go?
I will also throw a herd heirloom out. Another artifact trinket.
It does a bunch of crap that I have no idea, and it's just lots of stuff out there to confuse me.
It taps for mana.
My turn?
Or I can use it to draw a card under certain conditions.
My turn? Yes, it's my turn.
You have no open flyers, so I'll attack you for 2 in the air.
Mm.
And then it's your turn.
There's a reason why I don't like playing you. Alright. Ooh. Well. Okay. All right. Well,
so now you've got options.
Yes.
Which is getting scary. This is the turn 3 on this, I believe?
Yes.
Okay, so after this turn, this goes away.
Okay. Well, I'm just trying to think what I want to do here, because I have something I can do. I have a couple things I can do.
I'm going to pay 5 to untap your creature.
I don't know if I want to do that.
You probably don't.
Exactly.
I'm guessing you have better things to play this turn.
Well, that's the thing I'm trying to figure out. How much land can I use? What do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Yes, looks like.
Okay, well, I think.
Ooh, okay.
What?
Nothing. It's just this is going to be a threatening turn, whatever you do, I think.
Yeah. I'm just making sure I use, because I don't know what and I'll just use that for an extra mana or whatever, just to make sure that there.
Okay, so you're playing a dragon. It gets a +1/+1 counter.
Yeah. And each dragon girl enters, doesn't give me any gaining life or anything like that, right?
Well, it triggers this. So yes, I lose a life, you gain life.
All right.
It also triggers Sarkhan.
Whenever a dragon you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on Sarkhan until end of turn. Sarkhan becomes a dragon in addition to its other types and gains flying. Ooh. Okay, this one can't go this turn though, can it?
No, it doesn't have haste on its own.
Okay. All right, and then I'll play this guy. Okay, mobilize. What does this mean? Because that's the only
Mobilize 1. Whenever this creature attacks, create a tapped attacking 1/1 red warrior token creature. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. So you get temporary little 1/1 guys that attack with him whenever he attacks.
Okay. But not this, like they don't go this, not this turn. Oh, when he attacks, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. But he can't attack this turn.
No.
When this creature enters, target creature gets +1/+0 and gains indestructible until end of turn. This does not have haste, so it can't.
No.
But this
Sarkhan's on the table.
So this one can.
It can.
So I guess I'll give it that. Give this one
+1 attack and indestructible until end of turn. And when this entered, I lost a life and you gained a life.
Okay, so yeah, do that.
So you're attacking me with Sarkhan for 4?
I guess.
Alright, I'm low enough at life that I can't afford to take that, so I'm going to chump block, even though yours is indestructible.
Okay. And you can't do anything else because... And this goes away, you said, right?
Yes.
Alright. You may go.
Okay.
That did stuff.
It did stuff, for sure. Alright. My last stun counter comes off.
So can I untap this on my turn and pay 5 life if you're going to do something nasty?
You pay 5 mana.
Oh, 5 mana. I thought it was 5 life. I thought I clarified that. Apparently not.
I draw a card, and then I look at the top card, decide whether I want to put that. No,
I like
I'll
this
leave
card.
that right there.
That's a good card.
It seems to have some use. Now, I will cast a creature spell, so I can't use that for mana. I'd like to get this in play, but I don't think I can this turn if I'm going to do that. So, I'm going to start by playing a green, a blue, a black, and 2. to renew. Exile this card from your graveyard to put 2+1/+1 counters and a flying counter on target creature. Activate as a sorcery. So this guy gets +2/+2, and he already flies, so that's moot. But this is a card leaving my graveyard, so it triggers this ability. Whenever a card leaves your graveyard during your turn, draw a card. And I can tap this for a 2/2 zombie token because of the same. Do I have a 2/2 zombie token? I've got a pile of tokens. A pile of tokens, and I don't think any of them is a 2/2 zombie. That's kind of funny. I got a 2/2 soldier. That might be as close as I'm getting. It's a zombie, it's not a soldier. But there is there's a lot of tokens here, and I don't see any zombie tokens. That's cute. Anyway, this is a 2/2 zombie.
You don't get a zombie token because you have none.
And
what does the zombie token do again?
It's a 2/2 creature.
Okay.
And I'll tap these two.
Okay.
And play another one of this guy.
Okay.
And you've got a very threatening board over there, so yeah, your dragon would eat this guy. I'm gonna have to hold things back on defense. Your turn.
Oh, untap everything. Oh. Okay, so.
Can I survive? This is gonna be this is
okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could have up to 8. So. Which one?
Oh, I wish I had this sooner.
Which one do I play? Which one do I play, people? I could play both. I kind of like this one. He's all tapped out.
I know you've got a dragon with haste, which will turn Sarkhan into a dragon again, and can attack this turn, and deals double damage if it hits. Or is it just in general? It deals double damage if a creature you controlled enter. It would deal.
Kevin says, I don't think so, but maybe she show you mercy. No mercy here, because he wouldn't show me mercy. I'm just not sure which one to play. They're both pretty cool.
I don't know what the other one is, but I know you have a hasty dragon that is going to be kind of scary. And
you're more scared of the hasty dragon than any other dragon I might have?
Well, because if it can deal damage this turn, which means haste means it can attack this turn, then it gets bonuses from this guy.
Oh, I see. But what if there's a card, hypothetically speaking, when it comes into play, it can deal damage to anything? Does that also count?
Yes, that counts too.
Okay.
So which would be better? They would both get the doubling effect on the turn they're played.
I'm thinking this one. They're both cool, though. I think I might go for this one. Though, but you're not supposed to take this into account knowing what this is. Did I already? Yes, I pulled the land. All right, so I need a fighter.
If I can get another turn, this might bail me out, but it's if I can get another turn.
I need one of those. I need one of these. That's 3. Okay, I need 2 more, don't I? I'll tap that for something. And I'll tap this one for something. And I'm going to play this dragon.
Sonic Shrieker. You played this before, didn't you? That's the one that deals 2 damage to
Yes.
any target?
Yes.
Okay, so he turns Sarkhan and gives him another +1/+1 counter.
Okay. The question is, do I want to get rid of one of your flyers?
You can, yeah, you get, and that doubles it because you've got near even play. So yeah, that makes it 4 damage to any target. You could deal 4 damage just to my face, or you could take it with my blockers, basically.
Can you block? I probably should take one of your blockers. Probably this one because that one's got counters on it, right?
Yeah, that's a 4/4 flyer. This is
So-
a 2/2 flyer. This is just a 2/2.
So I can get rid of this one.
Yes, sadly you can.
All right, I'll do that. Because, yeah. And then you have nothing to counter what I have. So
I have 2 blockers available.
yes, but what I'm saying is I could just come at you with everything.
You could come at me with, looks like 3 or 4 creatures.
Oh wait, I gained 2 life. Gotta take my 2 life here. 2 life. Gotta gain my life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I can't come at you with this guy, right?
No,
Because
it just came in and does
But I can come
nothing.
up with the other 3 things.
The other 3 can all attack, yes.
And you can't kill stuff, but you can.
I can chump block at least 2 of them.
Well,
Well,
no, because this is a flyer, right? Didn't this get made a flyer because
it gains fly, so yeah, those 2 would fly. And I've only got 1 blocker that flies. So I can only stop 1 of those 2.
All right. Well, then I will attack you with these 3.
Okay. And that guy has mobilize, so he gets, what is it, a 1/1 warrior token?
Yes.
Or a soldier token?
Oh, +1/+0. Wait, there's one this creature. No, that's never mind. Yes, 1/1 red. So wait, this guy attacks too, or what?
Yeah, I think that's when mobilize he comes in attacking
Okay.
as well.
There you go.
Alright. So this is attacking for 4.
And it's flying.
And it flies. And this attacks for 5 and it flies.
Mm-hmm.
And all I've got is a chump blocker.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll block the 5.
Okay.
And I gotta take the 4. And then I've got my soldier here, which can block one or the other of those. If I block the warrior, it wins and lives. If I block the orc, it just dies. But so I take 3. Yeah, this is a risky play, but I'll block the warrior so that my blocker can live, and I'll take the 3. I'm down to 2.
All right.
I live. Woohoo.
I still have a blocker.
Unless you've got something else to do.
Do I? I do not. Because I don't think... Oh, wait a second. No, I did the wrong land. Because I might have... No, I didn't. Wouldn't have enough land anyways. Never mind. I do not have another thing to do right now, so you are lucky.
Okay. I untap. Untapping is good. Gives me options. Then I draw a card. Then I look at the top card and decide whether I want to put it into my graveyard. You know what? I'm fine with that going to my graveyard. Then...
See, I know the way you can come out and like destroy things. If you're gonna lose, don't drag it out, please. Don't drag it out if you're gonna lose. Just don't. I hate dragging out losing. Just don't do that. Just take the loss with dignity. Bum, bum, bum.
This is a little awkward. mana. Blue, blue. And 2 and 2. To play Meringue River Regent.
Okay.
Great Big Dragon, 6/7. Flying, and when this creature enters, return up to 2 target non-land permanents to their owner's hand. Back to your hand. And Sarkhan is troublesome. So is that. And if you play that, you get to deal more damage to something. So problem is you can just play Sarkhan again so stinking easily. But whatever, it flies and I don't want it. So bye.
You suck.
Then I will play. No. Then I will attack with my. Oh, I should have used a different land. Oh well, too late. I will attack with my turtle again. So I get to put stun counters back on it again. But I get to draw 3 cards. 1, 2,
how much? 5?
5, yes.
So I'm down to what?
Yes. 5, 22 minus 5 is 17.
My turn? My turn?
Whenever a creature Alright. I will also bring out our 1, 2. Dang it.
What, you can't do anything else?
If one of those 3 cards I'd drawn had been a land, I could have.
Okay, well,
but it wasn't.
Then say your turn.
So I can't play another creature, which is what I was hoping to do. But I can bring out another Herd Medallion. Unless, yeah, that costs 3 as well. I don't have anything else with Renew.
Why are you going through your graveyard?
Because if I have spells with Renew that remove themselves from the graveyard, that triggers me being able to create another zombie.
Okay. Well, my turn?
Yes. Oh, I played this. That's what I was doing with the 2 mana. So another Herd Heirloom.
All right. Now what? Now I don't know what to do. Now I'm back to. I gotta just do something that can deal 2 damage, right?
Oh. When this came in the other turn, it should have a +1/+1 counter from that.
Oh. Okay. So. I don't know what to do. Okay. Oh, interesting. All right. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know what to do. I can play. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So something that costs 5 and something that costs 3, or 2 things that cost 4, or
that Sarkhan thing. Does that that doesn't? I don't have anything to make it have haste, do I?
Probably not unless you drew one of the two equipment swords.
Okay.
But you probably still have that other hasty dragon as an option in your hand.
Yeah.
I forget what its omen ability does.
Okay, so I think I can do stuff that plays 8. So if I tap everything, I can do the dragon. So I guess everything just gets tapped because I'm playing 2 cards. And then
Assuming you've got the colors, which you should.
yes, I do. I have the colors. And then this guy. So wait, this guy comes in. It gets a +1/1, right?
Any dragons do.
Yeah. This one is a demon, so it's not mobilized to whenever a creature attacks. Create 2 tapped. An attacking +1/+1 red warrior creature tokens and sacrifice them at the beginning of the next phase. So attacking tokens control have death touch.
Oh, fun.
So
he does the same thing as this guy, except he gets 2 of them.
you
And
only have 2 things to block
I
with.
currently have 2 things to block with.
And
yes.
you have nothing to tap for land, or do you?
I have 1 thing that I can tap, but it only is useful for.
But only one of those can. Well, no, I guess they can both block. But on this creature, okay. Ugh, I don't know what to do. I mean, if I attack,
You should attack with whatever you can attack with, because I've only got 2 life. You just need.
but I can only attack with these 2, right?
Right.
So, I mean, you
You can push through 1 damage because you get the other soldier token thing back. Tap and attack when this guy attacks. I've only got 2 blockers, so you can get 1 through. I would have to chump block your orc, and this big dragon could kill your smaller dragon.
So then 3 gets through to you then.
No, because this guy's fighting this guy.
Oh,
That guy gets through, and this kills that.
Oh, okay.
If you want to do that, or you could wait another turn and hope for more stuff, because next time you'll have more tokens attacking, right? You could force through 1 damage this turn, or you could try and build up more stuff and hope you can grow faster than I can.
Well, I mean, yeah, I got these things.
Yeah, I've got cards too, so.
I don't. Okay, the whole pay 5 things, that's like getting rid of them, or is that just tapping
That's
them?
just tapping.
Okay. I don't know. Getting 1 damage through is like I don't think that really does much.
Okay, well, if you don't want
So you can go.
Okay.
Hopefully I can. I guess if I can get these out, then yeah, and if you, depending what you do there, I should be able to.
I have an island, so that's fine. This I look at, and this can stay there. So yeah, I have an island, so this can come down untapped as a land drop for the turn.
I don't think I can go through this again today. This game's take too long.
There's a blue, there's 2, and there's 2. I'll play another Meringue River Regent. So this time I will return Yeah,
Don't.
I'll return the 2 you just played.
Oh, come on! Oh, I want to end this game. I don't want to keep dragging it out. This is why I don't like playing you. Because you do this.
You like blowouts. I got it.
I don't like games being dragged out like this. It bugs me.
So then I've got... No, I don't have that anymore.
Saw that coming. You should attack. Yeah, well, apparently I didn't because I don't like this game. You're going to make me not want to play anymore again.
I'm going to pay 2 and tap this. Or, no, I'll just pay 3 and exile this to give my 2/2 zombie the ability tokens from this of Flying, Death Touch, and Lifelink. This has got that's abilities. I'll just put this on underneath to remember that. And then that triggers this, so I can make another 2/2 zombie. We'll call this a zombie. It's 2/2. You've got 1 big flyer. This is going to put you in the same position last time, except I've got an extra zombie. So I will attack you for 6 with the first regent.
I don't know what to do. I mean, I can't stop you.
You could jump block with your dragon, or you could take it.
Why would I? Then I kill my dragon.
Right. So you can take the 6, probably, is the best play. And then it's your turn. Oh, I'll tap this to make
Too late.
Me draw.
He says
card.
my turn. Too late.
After the combat resolves, which this is still part of the combat.
You said my turn. Too late.
It's still part of the combat.
No, you said my turn. Too late.
My turn's going to resolve after the combat ends.
But you already said my turn.
It's your turn.
No, it was my turn before you drew that card. Don't like you. Ooh, well. Well. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm so tired. I can't. You have me so. I don't know what to do.
Unless you do something else with haste, like if you want to try and get me, you could force through 1 with a creature with haste this turn, or you could try and build up your dragons again and stuff, or your creature base
Okay,
again.
so, well, I've got something else here that I can do too. So, whenever you cast your second spell each turn, create a 1/1 white 1 creature token. What? I have a card that can give a card trample and haste.
Okay.
So
you could use that to give something haste potentially if you can time it out and play your 2 things or whatever the qualification is.
how do I beat you? Tell me how to beat you, because I want to end this game now. I don't want to drag this out. You get me all like flustered, and then I second guess everything.
This disappeared at end of turn, by the way, but if you attack, you get another 1 back. Those are temporary tokens.
Ugh, okay. So, I don't. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
You've still got 8 men on the board. You want me to take a look and see if I can offer you
Yes,
some
you're making me all.
suggestions?
I'm sorry,
Okay.
you got me all flustered. I know there's stuff I can do. I just don't know what. And oh my goodness, I'm sorry. I just.
Okay. You should be able to force the win with this.
Well, yeah, I know that there's a way, but I didn't know how.
Okay. I've got 3 blockers up. Big
Okay.
dragon, these 2.
Okay.
So, what you want to do
Wasn't there? We got rid of the card that gave me the death touch tokens that I could have gotten.
Yeah,
Didn't you?
well, it's still back in your hand. You still
I
have
know,
it. It's just
but it's
not on the board. So you play the equipment first.
this one.
Right.
Okay, so one.
So you got to pay
one
red
mountain,
and one.
and I'll just do this one.
Now you want to cast your Hasty Dragon.
Okay, so I need fire.
1
second.
You know what? You've got enough mana. You could probably even throw Sarkhan. Oh no. Yeah, you could throw Sarkhan out first too if you want.
Okay, then do it.
So you play this.
Okay, then Sarkhan.
Then you play Sarkhan. Show me this. So you use a dragon, so you get your treasure token back.
Yeah. Okay. Here.
Then this is your 5th mana. You're going to need to cast this guy.
Okay.
Who then triggers him and puts a +1/+1 counter on him. Turns him into a dragon at the end of turn, but he still can't attack because he doesn't have haste.
Okay.
But this guy does. And this comes into play with a +1/+1 counter on it.
Okay.
The second spell you cast on the turn triggered this.
Okay.
So that makes you a, what does it say? A 1/1 monk token?
Yeah.
Let's see if we get one of those. Does it have prowess?
Where does it say that? I don't see prowess. I don't see any word prowess. No.
Okay. Well, here's a monk. Just ignore the prowess.
Okay.
And this says, with prowess. And you may attach.
Where does it say with prowess? I missed the word. Oh, there, I see it now.
And you may attach this to that, which will give it haste.
Okay.
Because equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has haste.
Okay.
Okay. So that is now a.
So I just attack you with everything.
What does prowess do?
Except for
Sarkhan doesn't have haste.
Yes, except for this guy. Whatever.
Right. So you can attack me with your equipped monk, your hasty dragon, and the 2 creatures you have in play. And this guy will also trigger a warrior token. Tapped and attacking. Okay. Right.
I have the best husband who can help me when I'm stressed. This is why I don't play against other people, though.
My big dragon will eat your Sonic Shrieker.
Okay.
Chomp. Dead.
Make sure that I show the destruction you do on the way out.
This guy has got the flying, death touch, and lifelink. Ooh, lifelink. I forgot about that. Cool.
No.
So that'll gain me 2 life. But he'll block your other dragon, kill it, and die. And I gain 2 life. So I'm up to 4. And then this guy...
If you survive this, I'm going to freak out.
Blocks that and dies. And your 2 tokens get through and deal 1 damage, and this is +1, so that's 3 damage. Prowess, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this token gets +1/+1 until end of turn. So that doesn't trigger. But that's still, that's 3 damage to me. I forgot about the lifelink. So that takes me down to 1. You've still got Sarkhan up for defense. You've still got...
Forget about lifelink. Forget about the lifelink. So wait, this tokens
These
go away?
are still in your hand. The warrior goes into play. The monk stays. And this guy is still alive and well.
Oh, well.
But tapped.
Go.
This doesn't untap. This just loses another stun counter.
Steel Cutter doesn't trigger. Corey Steel doesn't trigger on itself. It's uncast, so you don't get the prowess monk since you cast the Sonic Shrieker first. What?
No, we don't get prowess. We weren't counting prowess. We were counting that the steel gives it +1/+1. The equipment gives it +1/+1. Prowess didn't trigger.
It just, I think the
So
prowess part was
this was dealing 2, not 3. If prowess
that
had
was the
triggered,
prowess was for the token or something. Or wait,
the token has prowess, but the prowess on the token didn't trigger that turn.
no, you don't create the monk. There was a thing that said you put a token on the
Flurry. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, create a 1/1 white monk token with prowess. You may attach this equipment to it. You cast a second spell that turn, so it creates the monk, and you can attach the equipment to it.
I'm just saying that's what that person said.
I don't see any reason why I wouldn't create the monk. You gonna explain? Is there some other condition on Flurry that I don't know about?
The steel cutter was the second spell and was on the stack.
No, the steel cutter resolved before we started playing the creatures.
Anyways, just go. Go.
All right. So I draw a card. I take a look at the next card. I don't think that helps, but it can.
It probably got
It can go to
confused
your
because we
graveyard, why
changed
not?
it up while we were doing
A little bit.
the process, but
Now, I am not going to have enough blockers next turn by a long shot, so I have to try to kill you this turn if possible, which I don't think it is.
I don't know enough about this game to know what's going on. So I rely on you helping me, or I won't want to play at all.
I'll tap these 2 for green, and this. I'll play a Saruk the Hunter, Elusive Hunter. I will play... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2. So I'll play a land. The center's tapped. I gain a life. I'm up to 2.
Oh, come on. No more life for you. Stop it.
And then blue and 1, 2, 3. No. No, I'm going to use 2 in this. Exile a creature card from your graveyard to create a 1/1 white spirit token. 1/1 spirit. Wow, there's a lot of spirit tokens that are 1/1.
Should make it a 1/1.
1/1 white spirit. And then I get to activate this to create a 2/2 zombie. So there's a 2/2 zombie. So I've got a few blockers, but they don't fly. You don't have anything that can block my 2 big dragons. You are at what life? 11? Cool.
Don't you?
6 and 6 is 12.
I have to block it or I die.
You don't have any flyers.
No. What the?
This was a close game. I thought I didn't have enough to kill you, but it turns out I do.
You tricked me. You tricked me. You were Trixie. Trixie. Wait, this guy had flying.
Until end of turn.
I don't want to play you anymore.
It's always a learning curve with new cards.
I think I misplayed early on. I could have done a lot better quicker if I'd realized what was there.
That's possible. That's very possible.
But I get so overwhelmed with this game. Especially when there's lots of tricks and things.
Yeah, the new sets are... every card is full of text, so there's a lot to keep track of. Honestly, one of the things that I wasn't sure if I could do or not with the turtle, so I just didn't. But early on, I could have put this thing on my turtle. I think this works, and then I could have just been paying 5 to untap this, so I could attack and draw 3 cards every turn by paying 5 to untap it, instead of waiting 4 turns for it to untap with the stun counters. That would have sped up the game incredibly if I could do that, which I think I can, but I wasn't absolutely certain, so I didn't do it.
I didn't have anything else to keep giving me life, so that also didn't help. I stopped having life. There was another mountain. Ugh, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah, I forgot about the lifelink on the creature. If it wasn't for that, you would have won. If it wasn't for... what was it? Like, there was a couple of close things. Yeah.
Brindley woke up.
Brindley did wake up.
All right.
Maybe I'll take these decks with me and see what Dave thinks.
All right. So let's get this back down to the level here. Oops, sorry, guys. Let's put that on Papa Spokat. Because he looks better than I do right now.
Well, there's definitely a lot of new cards here.
We do appreciate everyone for hanging out with us today.
Yeah, and thanks for the tips on the rules, but as far as I understand it, that seems pretty clear. The second spell cast, it triggers. I don't see why it would be any other way. We're a little flexible with the timing because we're learning and stuff, but generally speaking, that's how that works. We're showing...
Hey, Brindley, come here. Hi, come here. Come here. You had a nap? Did you have a nap? You have bedhead. Aww. You want cheesies? Yeah? You want to say hi to everybody that's watching? Say hi.
Where's Brindley?
Where's Brindley? We have it. You want to
got the camera the other way. You're gonna
well,
have to
you know
flip it
what?
around.
You can go hang out with Dad. Let everybody see your bedhead. There. Go see Dad. Then you can see yourself. Wait, here. Here, Dad. Take Brindley. Look. 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 Look, there's Brindley. Just wait a second. We're a little behind.
It's just going to take a second for the stream to catch up.
There. See, there's Brindley.
There's Brindley.
There's Brindley.
Yeah.
Brindley likes to see herself on camera. Sorry about the mess of these cards.
Tokens.
Yeah. What's wrong, baby? What's the matter? Can you use words? What's going on? Brindley. Here's a token.
Another token.
Brindley, why don't you say hi? Say hi, everybody.
Did you have a good nap?
Yeah.
No? Yes. No. A little ambiguous there.
Last night she was up and she was thirsty, so we gave her water and we're like, "Do you feel better?" And she sounded like she was saying no. And when I said no, she's like, "I said yes." It was very cute.
You want to pass me the red dice? Yeah, honestly, I like this set, but it is a lot to keep track of, and definitely a lot more extra stuff from way back in the day. But
Yeah.
they do include enough double and triple lands as uncommons and commons, plus things like the Evolving Wilds for your mana fixing. They've got the little 2-drop guys that can filter your mana. They've got a few things. And yeah, a lot of fun stuff.
You see different colors?
Yeah, and a lot of the dragons seem playable, and I like the Omen option, and yeah, it's interesting. I kind of like this set overall.
Yeah, and I was the one who was pushing to get more of it. You're like, we got enough.
Yeah, well, we're not going to ever beat that
last pack.
I
No.
don't think. So I think we can safely say that's a good place to stop, unless we ever feel really, some compelling reason.
Opening a few packs here or there, maybe.
Maybe. But, yeah.
Maybe get some for our advent calendars that we're going to make each other.
Who knows? The base packs aren't nearly as exciting anyway as the collector packs. But
Yeah.
No. What's wrong?
Are you being a grumpy pants? Do you want some cheesies?
I don't like you sitting on the table. So there's that.
You want some
Want a
cheesies?
cheesy?
I'll get you a bowl. So I don't know if I'm going to be up to doing any stream or video tonight. If I did a bonus stream.
This might be our stream for the day.
I'm a lot better today than I was yesterday. Trainer Glenn Raid. Well, welcome in, Raiders. We're just finishing up our stream.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for popping in.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
We can. We're just doing a Magic the Gathering stream today. Thank you. Hi Heather. Hi Ron and Debo. Welcome in, JB. Appreciate you all. Thanks for popping in. Do what? You want to come over here? You. Anyways, do you want to give a quick recap to those just coming in? What happened
for the game? Or
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we played.
Shh, come here, babe.
Basically, I
Do you want to go watch?
went through the cards we opened last week for release and that we got from the pre-release, and I built 2 decks. So we built a what are they called? We didn't get all the cool cards that we had opened, but we got some of them. So I built a red, black, and white deck, which Miss Mama Spokat was using. And she almost beat me. We thought she had, but maybe misplayed something or something early. But I'm pretty sure that it came down to the wire. 2 turns, she had to be down to 1 life. Deck was based around Neriv, pretty aggressive. Once it gets going, she's got some hasty dragons and Sarkhan and a lot of dragons in this deck for sure, along with that equipment that gives haste. Where'd it go? There's a chance to play the orb. Hopefully we didn't miss any triggers. She had a Quarry Steel Cutter to give haste that she got out a little bit later on. Would have been helpful to her earlier, unfortunately. And yeah, some Sonic Shriekers and Detainment and all kinds of sort of removal spells. A few here and there sprinkled in. Just a way to test out the new cards we made. And I was playing green, red, black deck based around Teval here, who I didn't actually get during the game. She got her dragon, but I didn't get my spirit dragon. But a lot of cards that have effects when things are removed from your graveyard. So I was starting to get that going. This deck is built around its theme a little bit better probably than that one is. But that one's just beat down and it was doing a good job. Did have some revenants and stuff, things with renew that can give you abilities out of your graveyard, the dragons with omen to help you curve a bit.
Glenjamin raid. Wait, a Glen. Oh wait, no, that's Trainer Glenn.
Yeah. Well, thanks.
Thanks for coming in.
You just missed the game. It dragged a little bit for Mama Spokat's taste. It was a really close game. Honestly, I like this deck. I like these sets. I was sitting on Taval's Judgment in my hand for the last 3 or 4 turns, and I could never find an opportunity to get it down.
I think we would have had. I honestly, an experienced player would have crushed you.
It's possible. But
Yeah.
I was taking damage to keep my assets going in the early game. Does this combo work? Rising Strike Mastery. Can I use this to just untap my turtle and attack with it every turn to gain the 3 cards, or does that just take off a stun counter every time I try and untap it with that? That's what I'd like to know, because I was thinking about using this as a combo, and I never quite got there. Because being able to attack with this every turn and drawing 3 cards a turn is brutal.
You might have to go into a
even
card
if you have
shop
to pay
and
5
ask
to
somebody who
untap.
plays frequently.
See, last time I asked a question at a card shop, they gave me a wrong answer.
Oh, you did? Which shop was it?
It was oh boy, which shop was it? It was the one where you had trade-in credit with all your bulk.
Oh, okay.
Anyway. And ironically, it was a similar question. It was using Paralyze.
Maybe the guy in the next town would know.
Using the card Paralyzed, untapped an animated Time Vault to take extra turns.
Okay.
So again, using pay effects to untap things, whether or not that works. In that case, the rules are a little different.
Ooh.
They rewrote Paralyze. So it's more clear if you've got like a 4th edition or more recent version, or maybe even revised, I forget. But no, I think revised still had the old text. But anyways, on the actual beta unlimited type text, it doesn't look like it would work, but on the newer updated text, yeah, it works.
Do you want to treat people to a pack opening?
I wasn't planning on it.
No? Well, I mean, you don't, not too many. I just mean like...
So, we did have some raids, and,
Yeah.
you know.
That's why I think it might be nice to treat people to Little Cubone Trader Clan. Welcome in, Little Cubone.
But yeah, for me, I was about to die, and the card that really bailed me out in that game was the Magus City Regent. Bigger dragon than anything she had on the board.
So if I had done that attack
and it bounced 2 cards to her hand and slowed up her game.
If I had done that attack on you and got 1 damage through, would I have won if I had done that?
Maybe. It's hard to say, because then the next turn you would have lost a dragon too. So it would have been harder to push damage through.
Yeah, but I might have been able to get one of the other dragons back on.
Maybe,
because he kept sending.
I'm trying to remember what would I have lost in that exchange too, because I might have had 1 fewer blockers myself. So that might have done it. I'd have to go back and double check.
I like that dragon. I like that card.
It is nice. We actually opened 3 of these, but one of them is double-sided. So you see the baby on the background when you flip it, which means I can't play it in penny sleeves. So I only have 2 in here, and I got them both that game, and that really saved my butt.
Where did? Oh. Although, I mean, I know we have Pokemon fans in. We could even treat them to this opening.
Nah, we can save that one.
Okay.
But yeah, that was. We want to open the one with the big sticker.
Do you want to come on this side? We'll put it on the hand. But if you get to open a pack, I get to open a pack. Not necessarily a Lord of the Rings. I might
open 2 or.
All right, guys.
I'm showing off the wall.
Yeah. Our wall is not so cool. So Papa Spoke's gonna open this, and then I might treat you guys.
We were at the store, and they had this was their display pack up on the wall, and then they had loose packs underneath you could grab.
But the other ones we have.
But there was only 4 there underneath it, so we bought all 5, and now you can see what they were charging. Canadian pricing, of course, but these packs are getting a little harder to find. Do you want to see which one they had on display?
Yeah, let's see what's in that one.
This is the one they were using to show you what the product was, so.
Ooh.
We got a Sam art card. I already have this art card, so there's that. There's a regular planes, not a map art.
I wonder if you can get anything new.
Swarming Moria. Create a treasure token, amass orcs 2.
Hey, Crit and Catch. We're just finishing up our stream. We played
a War Beast of Gorgoroth.
The new Dragons decks, some new Dragon decks Papa Spoke built from the Tarkir Dragonstorm.
Yeah.
And then we're just opening a couple packs.
Just as a thanks for the raids, basically.
Yeah.
Because you came in just as we were about to wrap up, but surrounded by orcs. Amass orcs 3. Then target player mills X cards, where X is the amassed army's power. Orcish medicine. Lifelink and indestructible.
We
Until
normally
card, amass
stream
Orcs
on
one.
Monday
A
evenings
lot
for
of
Magic,
amassing in this pack.
but Papa Spoken has to take our second oldest in for a doctor's appointment into the city, so he won't be here tonight.
Haste Aomir. When it attacks, if you control a creature with the greatest power among creatures on the battlefield, create a 1/1 human soldier token. So that's an uncommon. Erkenbrand, Lord of Westfold. He missed the cut for the movie, although he was quite active in the books while they were in Rohan.
Gotta find somebody else to raid. I wonder who's around. It's live.
Imra here, the fair. We've got Gandalf, Friend of the Shire, in the what do they call it? The ring showcase border.
You got that one though?
We
Eleanor
have
Gardner.
our rare Eleanor Gardner. Yeah, this is one of the is this from the Building Battles, I think? What do they call them? Not Building Battles. Jumpstart. I think this is one of the Jumpstart rares. The first Jumpstart. When Eleanor enters the battlefield, create a food token at the beginning of your end step.
We open a lot of the Lord of
If
the
you
Rings
sacrificed
set.
a food token this turn, you may search your library for a basic land card and put that card onto the
We
battlefield.
really enjoyed the Lord of the Rings set a lot.
Yeah, this was a big one. Oh, wow. And an Orcish Bowmasters.
Ooh, nice.
That's probably the best regular rare in the set, or at least it was.
You have that one though, right?
I do have a couple copies already. But,
you don't mind another?
No, absolutely not. This card is very strong. Only 2 to cast for a 1/1 flash, so you can play it as an instant to react to an attack or whatever. And whenever it enters the battlefield, and whenever an opponent draws a card, except the first one they draw
let's,
in each of their draw steps, Orcish Bowmaster deals 1 damage to any target, and then Amass Orcs 1. So you get another 1/1 from the Amass Orcs 1, and dealing 1 damage to any target is always useful. And that can trigger multiple times.
Okay, Chris
depending
Pye
what they're
is
doing
the
to draw
only one
extra
on my
cards.
list that's
So that was a good pull.
Chris Pye is the only one that's on my list that is live right now.
We got a foil 2 Creeper
we'll be rating
and
him
a treasure token.
in a bit. But I'm gonna open a pack before we raid, so
it was a double rare pack with an Orcish Bowmaster and Eleanor.
that's kind of cool.
It was pretty good. Honestly, that was a good pack.
So we're gonna switch over to Pokemon really quick because I want to open a pack. And I'm going to let you guys pick. Which should we open? Should we open up Haldean Fates or Shrouded Fable?
We had some Steve Sandy, didn't we? Yes.
So, let me know which one. Fates. It looks like Fates is we got 2 Fates.
I don't see how this is really that. I know which I would rather open.
I would rather open Fates too. Now, thank you for agreeing. Now, which pack should we open? I'll let you guys pick.
You got all the arts?
All the arts. So Pikachu, Cerulege, what are the Tinkatings or Tinkatons, whatever. Or, what's this? I forget what this one is.
We got one for Cerulege, one for Pikachu.
Yeah. Which one should we open? I got one, okay, 2. We need the kind of majority, somewhat. The pink one. That's 3-way tie. I get these ones mixed up, the different versions. Pikachu, says Little Cubo. All right, well, we can go with Pikachu.
Cerulege has pink.
Cerulege does have pink. Yeah, I don't think that's what he meant. All right, let's go with Pikachu then. Let's see if we can get, I need the Chen Pao Gold. There's a few baby shinies I need. But I also would love to pull the Bubble Mew. We actually needed, a pack for a project we're doing later. So we opened up, I know some people might be cringing when I say this, but we opened up my Charizard tin. Because, yeah, we
Not the first time we opened one of those.
No, it was the only tin I had left. So we opened that to get some packs. All right, so we got Graveyard, we got Fanpy, Chinchou. If this has nothing, it's gonna be kind of sad. Lantern, Clive, oops, Whimsicott. We got a Reverse Hollow Mabostiff. Oh, crap. Yeah, you guys picked the wrong packs.
That's okay. Lord of the Rings one was good.
Yeah, the Lord of the Rings one was good. Oh, well.
So those who play Magic, which of the two spirit dragons that we were building
How
with
big do you want more?
do you prefer? You know, if you were going to build a deck, which one strikes you as being more interesting? This one's a 4/5 instead of a 4/4. And creatures that enter deal double damage this turn.
Sarah Litch
Turn
has
to
a
come into
hit?
play.
Maybe. We'll find out later.
And this one has all the graveyard shenanigans going on. They give you extra zombie tokens, zombie druids. Anyway.
All right. So, like I was
It's a
saying,
commander card, and this one's from the base set.
I'll put the link in the chat.
Anyone have a preference on the dragons, just out of curiosity? I'm still trying to decide myself. I like the gimmicks here, but this one just is a little simpler. And a little bit, the extra toughness can matter. You like Storm?
Storms is right, yeah.
Heart of the Storm?
I'm putting the link in chat for who we're going to raid.
Or the Balanced Scale.
Devo says he likes Teevil. All right.
Teevil. Yeah.
So,
honestly, I think they're both good, so it basically just comes down to what your play style preference
go over
is.
there and say spoke at raid as we go over to Chris Pye. He's the only one on my list that's live. So, I'm not sure what he's doing exactly. He does ribbon chips, that's much I know. For mainly, let's put this on us. But I'm going to do it Monly. There's my pile over there, just a map. Monly. My hair's a mess. I was not planning on being on camera. So
there we are. Get in here.
I am feeling a lot better, so there's that. You can hear my voice is getting better. I still have a bit
good.
of a cough, but it is getting better, thankfully. I'm getting a bit more energy. The brain fog is clearing up a bit too. So yay. Yeah. So what are we doing this week?
I'm at work.
We'll put some videos up probably throughout the week. We do have some more shorts for the collector's boosters that are coming up in the next couple days.
We might be able to do something Saturday morning when I'm here because I've got Good Friday off.
Yeah.
So I'm not working that Friday night shift. So
but Thursday we're gonna do something for Pokemon. We got to figure out what Pokemon Day is what I'm gonna do on the Pokemon stream. So we'll let you know. But for now we're gonna say bye. Please head over to Chris Pye, give him a like, say Spoke at Raid when we go over there. Yeah, and if you like his stuff, keep watching him.
Thanks for the raid. So, thanks for stopping in.
Appreciate you all.
I'm gonna keep exploring these cards because I do like this Tarkir Dragonstorm set. I think that it's pretty.
I like
pretty
dragons,
thematic and pretty fun.
Yeah.
Lots going on. I do find new cards are a little bit too rule heavy, but it is a neat blast to see the 5 different clans based on the 3 enemy color color combinations and things like that. So it's a fun set.
Something else. We are getting really close to 4,000 watch hours. We are about, before this stream, we were at 320 watch hours away, I believe. And when we hit 4,000 watch hours, we're going to open a Paldean Fates. No, not Paldean Fates.
Paldean Fates.
Fusion Strike booster box.
So she's been sitting on that one for a while and has been itching to open it one of these days.
So I needed a good reason. So when we hit 4,000 watch hours, we're going to open up the Fusion Strike booster box. And what else are we doing? We also have the classic collection that we're gonna open up one day and play.
Try and play with that.
So,
yeah. Even though she doesn't like playing with me.
The magic. Right. Magic. I can get through the Pokemon. We can make it work. Right. All right, guys. See you soon. Make sure you give Chris a like and you can subscribe if you want to, and leave a comment and make sure you're reconnecting right when we're going. That's a sign.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye for now, guys.